Yo, what's up, my people? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Good afternoon. We back in the building. What up, my good people? We back. Of course, I was on earlier this morning. Y'all that didn't know, welcome back. Hope everybody's had a blessed day. It was something else I forgot to say on my shit, but it's okay though. But hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, thankful. Know, for even if you woke up this morning, but also seeing this afternoon, also seeing every day. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's not take life for granted, and let's make sure that we remember with him all things is possible. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all? Get ready to get into some boxing talk. Supposed to have been on at 5:15, but I decided to go on 3 minutes early. Got moves to make, so probably won't stay here long. Um, Wanted to get into last night, Saturday fights. Which was great. We're gonna talk about that. I'm doing this backwards because I should have been talking about that, then Amanda, but it's all right. It's your show. You can do it however you want to do it. I think last couple days ago, like I said, I was doing this and I didn't like the turnout of it, so I said let me come back and do it again. So we're gonna talk that. Not gonna be on here long. So let's get into it. So, for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. So we've been through this song or dance before. I'm not about to drag this. Katie Teller, Amanda Serrano, third time around. First one, classic. They shut MSG down. I remember going to the first press conference, but not actually getting inside. Time I wasn't doing credentials, but I was waiting outside the garden. The atmosphere was crazy. It was electric, and the people that were coming out of there were on that type of timing. um, and what they did was amazing, man. And last year they did it again in November. I think before it was supposed to have been Texas. I think it was Texas again, if I'm not mistaken. But when they did that, it was great, despite the outcome um being like the first one where of course Katie got the first two, even though we thought Katie got I mean excuse me even though we thought Amanda got the first one. Some people even thought she got the second one, so they're like, so if she got the first two, what makes y'all think she can get the third one? Well, obviously Amanda thought it made sense to do it a third time. Obviously Katie thought it was made sense to do it a third time. Both sides thought it made sense to do it a third time. So whoever thinks that it didn't make no sense to do a third time, I'm here to tell you it doesn't matter what you think. In the words of Rock, it doesn't matter what you think. We just saw Tevin Farmer and William Cepeda, and I think they should go at it again, right? And he got beat by Cepeda twice, despite what anybody thinks. And I love to see them do it a third time. And I'm probably gonna talk about that. That's probably gonna be my boxing talk tomorrow. That fight right there. Um, but what we're going to witness on July 11th was July 11th is a very important day. Because they share the same day with Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata, who fought July 11th of 1996. So it's pretty dope. So if anybody doesn't know, and that's not something I looked up, I knew that for a fact about the Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata. So July 11th is a very important and special day. Next week is the press conference, and I'm hoping to be in there on April 9th at the Garden. We just have to sit and wait for these credentials. We're gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully something comes through. But despite of what you think or what we think about Katie, or what we think about Amanda chances is. Once again, I'll tell you once, I'll tell you twice, I'll tell you three times. These ladies are doing what your favorite fighter is not doing. And you can't take that from them. That these ladies are going to get together and make history again. There's probably never been no females in boxing that's probably got together to do it like that, how these two are doing it. And your favorite fighter can't even catch up and do what they're doing. So let's cut these ladies some slack. Let's give them their flowers. Rather, if you feel like Amanda's gonna lose again, whatever you feel, it doesn't matter what you feel. Let's give these ladies their flowers, man. Underrated, what's up, brother?
It's good. Thank you.
Man,
Appreciate you.
I was just telling the people I should have been talking about William Cepeda and Tevin Farmer, who just had a hell of a battle. But sorry, I didn't want to hold this one out any longer, and I'm probably gonna come back to talk about this fight probably one more time because I know it's not till July, so I don't want to spend 2 months. There's gonna be some people spending 2 months, dragging it, and I don't want to do it where I get too tired of talking about it. So bring it up today and after the if I'm in the press, well, it's open to the fans, but still though, I'm hoping that I'm actually sitting with the media, so I can. But either way you look at it, I'll be back on April 9th to talk about the press conference. Um, so from your point of view and from what you saw, um, what did you think about their first fight?
First fight.
First fight was crazy, bro. That first fight was crazy.
Man, scrapping though. Man, I'm like
Dang, were
action.
they? Were they?
Action. Yeah.
Were they? Sheesh.
That's boxing.
Yeah, that's boxing. Y'all don't know boxing. That's boxing. And not only they boxed, you had two ladies that went in the garden and did what we haven't seen fellas do in a minute, and that's sell it out. There's only people like Javante Davis that comes to Barclays Center and can put asses in seats. When Wilder came, he would put asses in seats. There's certain people that can do that. You understand what I'm saying? You took two women and and they did something that a lot of guys you see, a lot of these guys you see, they come to the theater and that's all they go. It's to the theater. That's all. And that's no disrespect to them, but it's a lot of them, no matter how good they are, they're still not good enough where they can get in the big house. Because you could perform in the garden all you want to, don't get me wrong, right? But when you get to the big house, it's different. These ladies, it's not like this fight right here is their first time in the big house. They first fight together was in the big house, and then they're coming back a third time, second time back to the garden. Unheard of. They could have took this to LA. Hell, they could have went back to where Katie's from, which that probably wouldn't have been a good idea. There ain't no telling how that would have turned out. But either way, to have it come back to the garden, for them to share July 11th with Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata. It's the same day that they fought in 1996, July 11th, 96, was Riddick Bowe, Andrew Galata won. This is not just a regular day because everybody remembers that day for the riot. I feel like in this fight, I could be wrong. It might be a riot because this is going to be this is it. This is it. And even though people are not going to probably give Amanda probably would go in there and knock her out if she could, then people still say, well, it's not going to matter if she does because guess what? Katie Taylor still won. She still won too. You know how people are, right? Because if somebody lost two fights in a row, they go, well, why would we want to see that a third time? It don't make any sense. Why are they doing this again? She clearly lost the first two fights. That's what people that don't really know what they're talking about are going to assume. Um, I think underrated. It's beautiful. what we see these ladies do. We just seen Alicia Baumgartner just signed with Jake Paul. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you think about it, the woman still has to eat. She
Daddy.
still has to make a living. Because if you could let all these other guys that cheat come back, why hold her? So
Yeah.
I'm hoping she's on the July 11th card. That would be dope. But if not, it's still dope. Um, I'm super excited about it, man. I mean, July is not far from here. We're already
It's
getting ready to
not.
come. We're getting ready to come into April. You got 3 months for July already.
And at the garden,
We're gonna
and,
have 3 months and 11 days to wait for this.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's great. And I want the garden to come. I want boxing to come back to the garden, cause ain't nothing
Yeah.
like it, bro. Ain't nothing. I tell as a well New Yorker,
But
people
this
don't
is what makes
understand.
fights in New York. This is what makes fights in New York.
I hope it,
You
yeah,
had
I hope they
Lamont,
come back.
you had Lamont, and you had Tank, which no matter how it turned out, it was great. But fights like this, see, the American fans is cool, but when you could bring fans from different, different parts of the world, and they travel, they support their fighters. I don't care where they coming from, Europe, Ireland, Russia, because some of them are already here in America. But for the ones that's traveling, they gonna come. I couldn't believe what I saw in that first press conference as I'm sitting outside the garden, and I gotta look at my camera. I gotta look at one of my videos because I don't know if I went live or if I recorded it. I don't remember, but I do remember being there with my camera and set it up. And just the people that was coming out of there from Ireland was crazy because I'm sitting there and I'm standing there like, yo, this is Bub. Real supporters. And of course, you had our Boricuas, Puerto Rico versus Ireland. Everybody needs a great dance partner.
Yeah, and
These
also
two,
about New York, as you know, as a fellow New Yorker, that's great for the city. That's great for economics and everywhere. It bring people together. You're gonna have some people, but this is great. I want the garden to come back. I want the Watson garden to come back because ain't nothing like it. Because the whole city's gonna be lit up. You got
yeah,
everything. You got store. You can go any store, give it food and everything. You got everything right there. They gotta bring this back. Come on, y'all. Y'all
yeah.
gotta. Boston gotta come back to the garden. I
It's
love
nothing.
Barclays. I love Barclays. Don't get me
Yep,
wrong, but the garden, it speaks for itself.
the garden is different. Um, but these ladies are getting ready to do something super amazing.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, no matter how we feel, like I said once against Katie Taylor, because I like Katie. Okay, we might have made jokes about her and all, but I like Katie. Katie comes to fight. There's no doubt about that. Jeff Spark, I see you. What up? She comes to fight, and these ladies are going down as Hall of Famers.
Yes, they are.
Rather,
First
rather
ballot.
people, rather people know it or not, and it's a shame because your favorite fighters, you guys who like to argue about these dudes that ain't got nothing going on, these ladies care about it, and they're proving that they care about it. They prove by fighting the best, while your fighter's doing his best to not lose his O or not stepping there with the best. It's crazy, but it's true.
Yes, it is.
But for me, this is the type of fights that keep me holding on to the sport of boxing. It keeps me holding on because it makes me proud to be a part of it and go, you know what? This is what I'm waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. And Magic is going to be made July 11th. So I mean, what do you think about that, underrated?
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be lit up. Oh, it's gonna be lit up. it's gonna be a night that we never gonna remember. This had to be go to all time greats of boxing in Madison Square Garden. You gonna hear it first from here. So anybody say they get hurt, they heard first from here. This this fight could bring back boxing, prominent boxing in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
That's the magnitude this fight can be. I believe if they play right, they could bring boxing little by little back, man. Because
yeah,
and let it happen like that, let it happen. I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, I mean, Las Vegas is fine. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you before we continue. I'm gonna tell you three places they should bring boxing back: Madison Square Garden, the Blue Horizon, Philadelphia, Atlantic City on the East Coast. That's what I want.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. He said, "Look, what you call it? Said it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be blazing. It's gonna be, it's gonna be crazy. And if Amanda retires after this, or whoever retires, after this, I don't know. I'm happy with what I've seen her do. No complaints from over here. So when I hear a lot of y'all talking about, oh, I don't watch women boxing, I go, man, a lot of y'all are suckers. A lot of y'all are suckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't convince me that your favorite male fighter is better than this female fighter. So it's not. You seen what you just seen when what's the girls from Saturday? The other girls. You seen what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, these women want it. They want it because they still have a lot to prove because there's still some doubters out there. Josh Sanders, I see you. There's still some doubters out there that think that these women can't do that. And they
And
can.
these, and these are women on top of their game too. We talking about
Yeah.
legends here. These are legends.
You just seen two women on that other show rematch each other. And who knows if they'll do it a third time or not. Maybe they won't. But they're destined, they're daring to be great. They're daring to be great, and it puts them in a great space. And then these ladies get to make money. That's the most important thing that I
Yeah, they be
care
getting the
about.
big
Is
money,
them
right? And that's the
making
thing about
money. Them making money. The money needs to be fair,
it. And then
not
coming
just
back,
how many 2 minute rounds, whatever, 3 minute rounds, whatever. It needs to be fair because ladies work just as hard, if not harder. They work just as hard.
and they do it, and they go, and they coming back to the garden. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
goodness!
July 11th, it is going to be crazy. I told Tiff, I said we're not sitting home for that. We're going to get a ticket. Now, I don't know when they're announced when the tickets are coming out. It probably won't be out that soon. Maybe May they'll put them out. I don't know. I got to get me a ticket. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be doing because I want my ticket. You know what I'm saying? I want my ticket. Because them tickets are going to go. And then July is going to be hot. Know what I'm saying? The weather going to be steaming. Heard underrated? Walking to the garden is going to be hot.
Subway everywhere. It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
don't draw. They don't draw us outside as much as Amanda and Katie. They don't. Yeah, they don't. They don't. That's the thing. That's why Katie and Amanda was able to go in the garden the first time and do what they did. They blew the roof off. I was concerned because I said, "Are they going to be able to go in here and sell this out? Are they going to be able to do it?" And they shut my mouth. And it's not that I doubted them. I just was like, okay, I don't mind seeing this. Because, see, if they would have put it in the theater, people would have been like, okay, the theater is typical. People would have still came. But to put it in the big house, it was like, okay, we're doing something now. So
and yeah.
I was just happy that I was happy to see that. I'm glad I was alive to see that. Because that's another thing, y'all. Being alive to see this, to be able to tell your children or to tell your grandchildren this. It's not just always about y'all. Y'all always talking about, oh, we want us to see the best fight the best. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But when I think about it, I think about these are memories. We every just like our grandparents had stories to share with us about stuff that we might have not wanted to hear, but we knew how important it was for them to tell us about it, and that's what it is over here. This is important to hear this, to be a part of it, and I love it. I love it for these ladies, and I want to see it for all the ladies, not just them. That's crazy. It was crazy. One outside pure green and white, and the other one's red and blue. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what that is, Marky? Ireland versus Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
Ooh, when you bring Ireland and Puerto Rico together, it is an island. It's an island. You know what I mean? It is going to be crazy. The press conference, I believe, is next. Hold on. Got candy. Huh. So it's going to be something special the day of the press conference. Um, and I just can't wait. I can't say what Amanda needs to do different in this fight to avoid the headbutts. I don't know. I'm sure her team has worked on something, some type of strategy for it to avoid that. Now you're gonna say, what can she do this time that she didn't do in the first two? I don't know. Can lightning strike a third time? I don't know. Because the third
Yeah.
time,
I mean, if Amanda if Amanda wins, it's gonna be gotta be a third fight.
yeah. Um,
Gotta. I mean, I don't have to, but hey,
And then, like I said, you're gonna have some idiot that's gonna sit there and say, "Well, it don't matter because she lost the first two." You know, you're gonna have some bozo who's gonna be on that type of time. And yeah, you're right, she is, but it still doesn't take away that Amanda won.
right.
You know, we know what Katie did. We seen it.
Yeah,
You know, politics is crazy.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I watched the fight with
yeah, I'm gonna sit and watch the
with the miss.
rematch. I'm gonna watch the first one. I'm gonna actually go back to watch the first one and the second one. I'm probably gonna start off with watching the first one and then I'm gonna go back and watch this. Well, I saw both of them all in the same night. The first one and the second one. So it's all dope. I'm hoping to get up with Amanda in the gym because she be in seafood gym. So I'm hoping to see it. Hold on, give me a minute, underrated.
God. Hey, welcome, y'all. Welcome to my man channel, Clarence McClain. No Duck Zone podcast. Um, glad that you're here. We're talking about Serrano against Taylor 3. It's gonna be July 11th. Lit up. Let's support it. And it's gonna be a battle. It's definitely gonna be a battle. Like I said before, I hope this fight will bring prominent fighters back to boxing. It has to come back.
What you say now?
Now I was repeating what I was saying before that the boxing got to come back, and I think this fight will.
Hmm?
I think this fight will. I think this fight. I think after this fight over, I think that boxing on promotion should like really like bring boxing back to the garden.
Yo, turn your volume up just a little bit, underrated. You sound a little low.
Okay, hold on. What about now?
Yeah, that's good. You said what now?
I said I want boxing. Personally, I want boxing come back to the garden. I do.
Yeah, well, the boxing's never It's always, yeah, yeah, yeah. What you say on the radio?
Now, it's a whole boxer to come back to the
Well, it
sport,
is.
man.
It is. It's continual to. It's never a problem with having a fight at the Garden. It's more of a problem with the Barclays Center, but the Garden's always straight. The Garden has all kind of fights, amateur fights, police versus fire department. You know what I mean? The Garden's always rocking. It seems to be Barclay that moves a little slow because whoever the owner is for the Barclay, he seems not to be too interested. I was surprised we got Tank and Lamont. I mean, it made sense because they both from the DMV area, and but they don't consider Maryland as DMV. That's what they said, but it's all right. But
Yeah,
I was surprised that they even had that there because remember the first time they was going to take it to Houston, and I'm like Houston. Not that I got an issue with Houston, but in my mind, I was just like Houston. Okay, I'm like I don't know why we're going there, but whatever. Because they always talk about when you go to Texas and fight how the judges don't give you a fair shake. I remember Paulie Maldonado talking about that years ago, back in like 2009. He was talking about that after he fought, I think David Diaz. It was one of the dudes. It was a David he fought. I forgot the dude name. That dude ended up going to school to do something. But anyway, so yeah, but that's the only problem when it comes to New York is you know, is that. So, but I'm super ready for this. Super hype. It's gonna be great. I don't know what the ladies will do after July 11th. I'm really not concerned about what they do after July 11th. I'm just focused on that because I don't really know a lot of girls and they weight anyway. I know a lot of them probably by face, so I can't say who I want to see fight after. Jab, what up, man? Um, and then like I said, man, these women, man, they're making a big difference. They're making a change, and there's young girls right now is living out their dreams. Uh, and they look at people like Carissa Shields and they look at Michaela Myler and they look at all these other girls and they go, "Hey, I'm up next." And I encourage them and say, "You are up next, Queen. Just stay on the right path, and it'll be you. You'll be up next." So that's the great thing about it. So I'm super excited though, man. It's gonna be good. And, I definitely got to cover that Tevin Farmer and some pay to fight because that was dope. A lot of people gonna be like I said, you doing it backwards. You should have covered that first. Well, there's no such thing as what I should have did first. I wanted to definitely get this. Definitely wanted to talk about it. The fight was on my mind, and I'm gonna be right back here next week. Wish I can go live from the joint, but it'd be so blurry, so I can't. I'm just gonna, record and try to make it look good as I can if I'm in the building. I gotta go sit with the fans. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Sitting with them, it be too much going on. I don't like really going nowhere sitting with the fans. So, Magna Media, if you're watching, anybody who gives out the credentials, if you're watching, can you look out? Because I didn't get the credentials for the Apollo one, but please look out. Look out for one time for your boy. I'm working hard. I don't got all the subscribers in the world, but look out,
ha.
look out for your boy. It's very important. You
It is.
know what I'm saying? Um, and it's crazy. I was talking to Seafood about it. I was like, Seafood, man, they're not gonna fight a third time, are they? Because I was even thinking about it after. I was like, nah, it ain't gonna make no sense. They're gonna move on. And when they said July 11th, I said July 11th, what? It was like they're fighting in the trilogy, and I'm just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? But it's great. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a great thing,
Oh.
man. You know what I'm saying? Make that happen. And these are two talented. These are two ladies that bring it though. They're perfect dance partners, right? Despite of Amanda losing twice, they are great dance partners,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going down in history.
Yep.
And nobody's gonna be able to take that from them.
Yeah.
Nobody
Oh.
can't take that from them. First two fights they came in and they gave it they all. They scrapped, took a little blood, they took a little cut eyes. You know what I mean? It's so much scar tissue probably, especially on Amanda. Maybe more than Amanda than Katie. But it's gonna be. I tell you this though, right? Underrated. Some blood gonna be shed
Oh
July
yeah.
11th. Nobody leaves that fight July 11th with a clear face.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something for you on the table. Go around and where your card is at on the TV stand. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Nobody
Yep.
leaves July 11th without nobody. Nobody leaves.
It's gonna
Guaranteed.
be it's gonna be knots on the faces of
Guaranteed, man. Nobody walks. Nobody's gonna walk away July 11th with their face straight.
people. No, no.
I don't care. Huh? Yeah, it's that's I had to do that. Plus I had to go get that. Yeah, but I gotta. Yeah, so after this, gone. Everything's already made. So yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
I'm not trying to do it backwards. I wore. Yeah, listen. It was. I told underrated. It was so hot today.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, sis?
No, I ain't gonna get caught in no rain. I got caught in that heat. Yes,
Yeah, it's hot out there.
it's hot out there. Look, I went out there with my sweater and all that, and I had a jacket. I look homeless. I look home. No underrated. I look homeless today walking out there. It had to be almost like 70 out there today, and I'm out here.
Yeah. It's about
Huh?
88. Yo, yeah, when I left
Tip,
out,
Tip,
I got
Tip
pretty
said.
much
Tip said it's raining where you at,
no. It's supposed to
but
be
it's
up
hot
there
where you
almost
at, right?
100. Yeah, it's hot.
He said it's hot.
105 degrees.
Hey, underrated said it's steaming out there.
Yeah, it's steaming out there. She was steaming so bad, I was wearing my
Hey,
jacket. I had to walk back, take off my goddamn jacket. It was
but
steaming out
watch
there.
all that change though. Watch all that change because it ain't gonna stay nice like that for long. Everybody that's like they jogging, walking through the park, it's nice. In a minute, they gonna be going to get a jacket.
Sun is out right now.
They gonna get a jacket in a minute. No, but yeah, it's like I said, man. It's not much more to say. These ladies are gonna come out. I'm sure the undercard is gonna be great. I don't know who we're gonna be on the undercard. Well, I guess we'll find that out as the time go. But it's going to be great. It's going to be epic. And I can't wait. Underrated. You know, this ain't. I wasn't planning on staying on this live for 2 3 hours. I wasn't planning on doing that. I just wanted to talk about how the first fight was epic. The second fight was great. I was kind of pissed because I thought I'm like, damn, they took it from Amanda again. This fight has me kind of nervous because I'm like, you took it from her one time in New York. You took it from her
Yeah.
when you went out of town. Damn, don't come back to New York. But you know what though? Now it's up to Amanda to go in there to do what she got to do. And
Yeah.
if you have to stop her,
Gotta stop her.
stop her. You
Because the
got to go.
last
You
fight,
might have.
my
You
bad.
got to go in. You have to stop her.
Yeah.
Um,
It have to be a different game plan now. You know, you
it
gotta
has to
go in.
definitely be a different game plan and definitely work on them headbutts because them headbutts is crazy.
Yeah.
Them headbutts is crazy. She had butt worse than like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when me and Miss was watching it, right, we went somewhere,
Yeah,
and she said the fight's still on. I said, "Well, let's watch the fight on our way back." This
yeah.
I was I was I was I was out of town.
You know
And
what I
she
mean?
said,
But
"Look at the
I'm sure her
headbutts."
and the team is coming up with a good plan, something that could avoid that. Rather if it's moving her head more, moving out the way. I think sometimes people don't headbutt you on purpose. It's just that certain styles just happen to, sometimes you just
Yeah,
clash. I
yeah.
think there's certain things they're gonna probably work on head movement or maybe pushing her. I don't know, not pushing her, but taking her and turning her, getting her out the way. But certain styles just happen to clash. So some people do things on purpose. I'm not going to sit here and bash Katie because she's not from here and go, well, yeah, she's doing it on purpose. I wouldn't necessarily say purpose. You know purpose when you see it. Andrew Galata, Andrew Galata hitting Riddick Bowe low was on
That was
purpose.
purpose.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no accident. That was purpose. There's certain guys who do things on purpose and they know what they're doing because sometimes you get the best of them and they don't know how to get around that. So they get frustrated and aggravated and go, hell, I'll hit you. Look, I'll hit you in your nuts. you know,
Right.
it's 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 a disgusting behavior, but it happens, man. It just tend to happen. Are you going on tomorrow, underrated?
Yeah, I'm going on tomorrow.
What time, my good brother?
Um, I don't think it's gonna be in the morning. Probably late morning, early afternoon.
Okay, I know I have running around to do. I'm gonna do my morning chop up, and then respectfully, I gotta get out the door, and then I'm gonna try to make it back to do the Tevin Farmer and Zapata, or I don't know who's fighting. Somebody's fighting this week. I'm trying to think who. Gotta look and see who's fighting this week. I'm not necessarily sure who's fighting, but I'm gonna find out who it is. But like I said, 2022 in the Garden, it was epic. Last year in November, they made it epic again, and they're gonna do it again for a third time, July 11th. Hey, tell your favorite fighter to eat his heart out because he's not doing what these ladies or they already did and they're about to do again July 11th. Your favorite fighter can't do it, huh? So while y'all arguing about, oh man, this guy needs to fight this guy next, what's taking so long for this guy to fight? The ladies is already surpassing y'all
Yeah.
in legacy. They
Yep.
surpassing y'all. Y'all got the audacity to be want to sit up here 3 hours and argue about these dudes and this person and that person and these females is making y'all dudes sit up and talk about every day from Monday to Friday, making them look bad. But none of y'all don't care. You know why? Because it's the ladies, and two, you're gonna say, "Oh, Amanda already lost twice. If she's gonna lose again, so then what, McLean?" Well, even if she lost again, regardless, all these females are doing what your favorite fighter is not doing. It's not just about Amanda and Katie. It's bigger than that. These females are putting more into it than your favorite fighter. Your favorite fighter don't care nothing about belts. They don't care nothing about legacy. They just looking for the quickest payday and they trying to get up out of here. These ladies can't even get what these dudes is asking for. The ladies should be getting. Let's keep it 100. What
Yeah.
these dudes is asking for, the ladies should be getting. These ladies can't even get that. They
Mhm.
gotta have a battle royal on some wrestling shit before they can get the money that they asking for. These ladies should be getting what these dudes is asking for. These dudes are doing nothing. They too busy being buddy buddy. But hey, underrated. What do I know?
What do we know? Right. They no. I'm not. I say that for tomorrow.
You know what I mean?
Say so.
What do I know? Underrated. I have no right to be talking this. What do I know?
Maybe
Y'all say
he
y'all
don't.
want. Y'all say y'all want the best to fight the best. Well, guess what? These ladies are doing it. We just seen Michaela Maya and Sandy Saturday night. They went in there and did it.
Hey, you know,
Yeah,
the men like soft butter. You know, they you know,
exactly. Just spot. Take bond risk. Her came in handy doing. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man. Y'all gonna sit up here and tell me, oh, my guy is this, my guy is that, my guy don't have to fight this person, my guy ain't got to do this, my guy ain't got to do that. Okay, okay, you right, he don't. And that's the reason why boxing is being carried out the way it is.
Yup.
Because y'all feel like y'all fighter ain't got to do nothing. All he got to do is just hold on to the belt or try to fight lower competition to avoid from him getting his ass whipped. While these two ladies went in there the first fight and beat the snot out of each other.
Mhm.
They beat the snot out of each other. And they're about to go in there and do it again. While your favorite fighter is still in the back of the line hiding. He hiding. He's hiding from competition. Scared. But you got all these ladies. You got somebody like Carissa Shields right now who wants to stay active. But what's out there for her? Ain't ducking no smoke, but what's out there for her? If Carissa Shields was in the same weight class as these ladies, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So she has to sit and wait for something, a miracle to happen. You got Alicia Baumgartner, even though she did what she did, is what if she did it, I can't say she got accused of whatever. She's waiting to get back in the mix of it. You don't think she wants to stay active? She's trying her best. You just seen it. Michaela Mayer and Sandy do it. You seen some other ladies do it. These ladies is doing it. What is your favorite fighter doing? Fellas, please do not speak at one time. Don't speak at one time. Everybody don't. Come on. I got it all day. What is your favorite fighter doing? No, McLean, we know you like the women, but we know you just trying to get your credentials for next week, and maybe you're trying to get your credentials for the fight and the weigh-in. That's the reason why you're talking the way you're talking. We understand that, brother, but don't worry, you'll get in the press conference because it's free to the fans. So just go be a content creator from the crowd and stop trying to convince us that these women are doing better than what our favorite fighter is doing. Well, you can say whatever you want. The proof is in the pudding. And right now, your bowl is empty. Just saying, bro. Just saying. It is what it is. On the ready, I'm gonna get ready to shut this down, man. Get
Thank
ready to
you.
go do what I do. Just want to talk a little bit, not too long. You know what I mean? I would love to stay longer, but your favorite fighter is waiting for a Al Heyman and Bob Arum for a fight and pick opponents. Yo, Jeff Spark, you a dead ass rogue for that. You are so wrong for that. Jesus Christ, you're so wrong for that. But it's true. It's true. Like Kurt Angle say, "Oh yes, it's true."
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's
I
a
ain't got
lot. Yeah, I'll say one last thing. There's quite a few. I'm talking about the guys. There's quite a few fighters that if matches can be made. We just witnessed Serrano and Taylor, right? At the Garden.
yeah.
They fought less than a year ago. So what is we talking about here?
Yep.
It's less than a year they fought, and they coming back in July. Come on, y'all. Come on,
Just fought in
guys.
November last year.
Right.
While your favorite fighter takes 2 years off chilling or stay in the game and try to avoid the smoke. Don't get me wrong, these guys' jobs are not easy. It's not easy to be training 8 to 10, 12 weeks, get prepared for a fight. It's not easy to take fight on short day notice, 5 days
Right.
notice, a week notice. It's not easy. You understand? I credit these dudes because I'm not gonna lie, I can't get in there and do what the hell they do. I've been in the gym, but I actually been in the ring trying to do a little something. And I found out, hey, player, that's not for you. But it's y'all fault because y'all give these fighters more credit than y'all should be giving them. You can give them credit for being athletes and doing what they do. But when it comes to choice of opponents, not a good look.
Yup.
Not a good look. That looks bad. And what makes it worse is that y'all have no problem with it because y'all have the mentality of this guy can do whatever he wants. When? So if he can do what he wants, everybody should be doing whatever he wants. That means nobody should be fighting nobody. That's the case. Nobody should be fighting nobody then. It should just be a free for all. Make it wrestling. Just throw all these guys in one ring. Make it a damn battle royal. Come on, man. Y'all got to think about some of the stuff y'all say before y'all say it, man. Straight up. Y'all need to think about sometime what y'all be talking about. Think about what y'all be arguing about. Think about the topics before y'all even go live sometime. Because all you do is argue and chatter and bicker about the same guys. That shit don't make y'all mouth dry. Y'all should have a bottle of water next to y'all. That don't make y'all mouth dry. You
No,
can't
don't make.
possibly tell me that it don't make your mouth dry. Come on, it's got to, bro. You got to feel like you're in the desert when you keep talking about that same damn fighters.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't make their mouth dry because they talk about shit almost 12 or 13 damn
Yo, Jeff
hours.
Spark is stupid. I'm done with Jeff. I can't play with Jeff. Yo, Jeff is crazy. Yeah, Jeff is stupid, yo.
That's
Dead
it.
ass. Dead ass. Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. Nobody's saying that you're not allowed to have a favorite fighter, but y'all give them a little more credit than y'all supposed to. And your favorite fighter ain't doing nothing, but you try to convince us your favorite fighter don't have to do anything. Cool then. So don't try to convince us when we talk about our favorite fighter, when we say our fighter ain't got to do nothing. But how's anything going to go on in boxing if the best ain't fighting the best? Or your favorite fighter's not even trying to stay active, even if he's fighting the guy who drive the cabs. Got to stay active. Sometimes it ain't all about who you fight; it's about staying active. See, in order to fight the best, you got to stay active. Sometimes you come out, you want to just jump into the, you want to jump right into the deep end of the pool, and oh, I don't need no tune up. And then sometimes you take something, and it's like, yeah, you do need one. You need a couple of them. Shit, you might need about 3 or 4 of them before you get to that guy that you're trying to get to. But we can't tell y'all that because y'all know everything. Y'all experts. Y'all been in the boxing ring. So can't nobody tell y'all nothing. And this is the attitude that y'all gonna continue to have. It's despicable. It's despicable, man. So when I hear dudes saying I don't watch women's boxing, well, your fighter act like a girl, you might as well watch it.
Yeah.
These females are more men than than your favorite fighter. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Got to make it make sense, man. I'm gonna wait till 6 o'clock. I got 1 minute, even though I came on here like 6:10, but I ain't staying that long. I'll give it one more minute, and then that's what 50 minutes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 50 minutes is cool. That's what I did. 50 minutes. Get about
Yeah.
in
Yeah. No,
48
one
minutes,
more minute. One
49
more
minutes.
minute.
Yeah, one more minute. One more minute. You know what I mean? But yeah, we have two amazing ladies who's about to do something amazing. Shout out to Jake Paul. I wasn't always crazy about him in the beginning because I didn't know what he was doing. Before I was what he's doing with the ladies, I take my hat off to homie. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nobody else trying to grab the ladies like that. I give it to homie. He's doing that. He's doing
Yeah.
that. He's doing that. And you can't take that from him. We don't have to like his choice of opponents, but hey, he's doing that. So
He the
it
one. He
is
the
what it
one.
is.
He the one stepping up, having these big fights, especially the ladies. He is
Exactly.
stepping up.
He is stepping it up, and I can't get mad at him for it.
No.
We'll be back here, like I said, tomorrow morning for morning chop ups. Join me 7:30. We're gonna get deep tomorrow, and then we're gonna come back tomorrow afternoon. We're gonna talk some more boxing. Underrated. Well, I'll hit you up though. I'll hit you
Hmm?
up. I'll video chat
Yeah.
you. I mean, so make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. Make sure you go over here and subscribe to my brother Underrated Darkness. Go over there, subscribe to him, smash the like button. Y'all stop acting like if you smash the like button, we gonna have a warrant for your arrest. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. Don't come peeking and then don't smash the like button. That's rude. Trying to see what we talking about or who we talking about. But guess what? It ain't you, because ain't none of y'all that important to be talking about from the get go. So, but enjoy y'all rest of the day. Safe travels out there. Love y'all. Appreciate the support. Underrated. I love you, brother.
Love too.
Appreciate you
Thank you,
coming over
Tell.
and chopping it up.
Thank you.
So, catch y'all later. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.
Let's go. Peace.
Peace.